freeway travelers are out today, but being a little more cautious after low-lying areas flooded yesterday. I-30 behind me was flooded for more than 2 hours, and State Highway Department closed it down, making travelers find alternate routes home. University of Arkansas head coach John L. Smith suspended senior linebacker Terrell Williams following Williams' arrest for suspicion of driving while intoxicated. The 21-year-old Williams was arrested by Fayetteville police early Sunday morning for DWI and driving left of the center. He was later released on $910 bail. A convicted killer serving a 60-year prison sentence has been sentenced to an additional 7 years in prison for escaping county jail. With holiday travels right around the corner, Delta Airlines has decided to cut back on their international flights. The airlines has decided to cut back flights going to Greece, Denmark, and Israel this holiday season. Welcome to this week's edition of Channel 6 Scoreboard. I'm your host, Allie Brown, and joining me today is Lee Hogan from My Fountain Online and AJ Harper from Channel 6 Sports. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Today we're going to talk about some Bear basketball. Guys, head coach Corliss Williamson played 13 players, 10 of whom scored in Saturday's win over Southeastern Louisiana. What are your thoughts on the constant substitutions, whether they help or hurt the rhythm of the game? Holiday shopping season is in full swing, and crime is continuing to rise. But the Bryant Police Department is taking a step above the criminals, adding a new piece of portable equipment. It may look like something you'd want to have in the woods.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having one of those to keep watch out for the deer for sure.
But this tower at the Bryant Walmart isn't to keep an eye out for the bugs. Instead, the officers inside are watching you.
Desperate times, you know, sometimes people do desperate things.
Bryant police say crime always spikes around the holidays, so this year they decided to go up in order to crack down.
That's a good way to deter crime.
They say it's all about the advantage they get from being up above.
When you're on the ground, you can miss a lot of things. You may not see that person breaking into your car or snatching a purse from someone, if you will. But when you're up there, you get more of an advantage, and you can actually see all these things. I mean, you went up in it, you can see all the way across the parking lot and then some. It's been a real effective so far, and we're going to continue using it. We'll move from location to location, you know, different times. We don't put that out there so people won't know, you know, kind of leave people guessing. But yeah, I think it's been real effective, and it will be in the future as well.
This crime tool, they say, itself was a steal, a brand new one. One of these lifting towers would cost $75 grand, but Bryant PD purchased this one from a military surplus store for just $250 bucks. Spruced it up for a couple hundred more.
It was a good investment. It's helped out a lot.
But some shoppers we talked to say it's a little strange knowing they're being watched.
It does bother me about privacy, you know. But then on the other hand, they can watch me all day long if they want to. I'm not planning to do anything wrong.
But others say to keep the bad guys behind bars, it's definitely worth it.
It's impressive, and I'm glad they're doing it for sure.
The Bryant police do plan to move the tower around to other locations, keeping criminals guessing about where and when it will appear. Thank you guys both for joining me today. We'll see how March Madness turns out for all of our brackets. Thank you for joining us today. That wraps it up for another episode of Channel 6 Scoreboard. Tune in next week.